Welcome to 549 Media. The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the stage is set for tonight's action. From the opening whistle to the final buzzer, we bring you every drive, every shot, every play that makes the difference. This is where passion meets performance and every moment counts. Grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy your hometown Yellowjackets because the game starts now.
Well, good evening and welcome into Concordia Memorial Auditorium. We're starting a little bit earlier with our pregame show. DGF leading Monaga right now 50-38, but tonight our big one, it's the Perham Yellowjackets and the Frazee Hornets. And Lance, it should be a fun game between these two rivals who have split the regular season series this year.
Agreed, Jason, and I really think both teams probably had this one circled as soon as they found out what seeds came out, and you had that possibility of the 2-3 seeds getting here. What a great venue, what a great atmosphere, what a great time to have these two match up again. They had two great games in the regular season. I can't imagine we can expect anything less tonight.
There's a timeout on the floor on this one as Monaga trails DGF 50-48. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock as our pregame show rolls on. We thank you very much for tuning in. We'll take a quick timeout, get you set up for a lot of things to talk about and some upsets that have already happened in the state. We'll be back here on the 549 Media Network live from Concordia Memorial Auditorium.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Looking for a job that's anything but ordinary? At Kenny's Candy and Confections, we make work sweet. From popcorn poppers to licorice cooks, our team creates fun treats that people love to share. Here, you'll find great benefits, chances to learn new skills, and a workplace full of energy, creativity, and smiles. Because at Kenny's, making snacks is seriously fun. Kenny's Candy and Confections. Apply today.
KLN Family Brands.
Welcome back again to Memorial Auditorium. The Rebels are hoping to run out the clock, may have just turned the ball over. They did. A 10-second violation, up by 10 against Monaga, and what has been an interesting game tonight. A defensive battle, but Aria Garrett with 20 points to lead the way. Ellie Boyd with 14 for DGF.
Yeah, and it's one of those games I kind of thought it was going to be a defensive battle. It turns out that it was. Monaga just really having trouble hitting some of their shots early. Now has kind of found the range. That one almost goes in, but they've made a late run here to get this back to putting some pressure on the Rebels, and I really have liked the Rebels offense tonight, Jason. They really have moved the ball well, and they do look prime to want to take on whoever wins the next game between the Yellowjackets and the Hornets.
Garrett at the line to try to extend this to a 12-point game, assuming she hits them both. She hits the first with 49.6 seconds to go, and the Rebels looking at, like you said, Lance, stamp their name into that section final, which will be here Friday night. And if you're looking for a good night of basketball, not just tonight, but Friday night, we'll have a pair of games here, the 6A and the 8AA final. As we about 45 seconds to go, and there's a drive and a foul that will put Monaga to the line.
Probably the last thing you want to do if you're the Rebels is give the Monaga Braves a chance to score with the time stopped, and it also allows them, if they make their free throws, to set up the pressure defense, which they're really good at. The first one rims in and out, Jason. But that being said, I think tonight's second matchup has been one of those that has been brewing for not only this year but for years in the past, as that free throw goes to highlight two really good teams that are 10 miles apart by distance and traveled here to Concordia to play each other for a third time this season.
And it's an interesting matchup in the fact that both teams didn't hold serve at home. They both lost on their home court. Yellowjackets winning at Frazee early in the year, and then later in the year, Jaden Sonnenberg and the Hornets came back and won against the Yellowjackets at the Hive.
Well, and they're two teams that are built fairly closely. If you really look at it, they both have that one real star that's moving on to play college basketball in Jaden Sonnenberg on one side and Kai Anderson on the other. You have really good players around them. You've got three-point shooters, Hemberger, Cornier, Bryn Larson. I would kind of compare to their, not the same size, but to their Sophie Nelson. She can do a lot of things very, very well. They're just so closely related. The one that is kind of the outlier is Jurdy. Jurdy has got some size in the middle of that she's really had some nice games against Frazee.
A foul with 30.4 seconds to go. Shooting three will be the Braves. Another opportunity to cut into this lead here. And that makes it still a 12-point game as the free throws missed.
And again, a couple misses at the free throw line there have not helped the Braves. Another one to the right, and again, it was tighter. And then right before half, the Rebels went on a run and kind of separated the game a little bit. And then with about 5 or 6 minutes to go, you saw the Monaga Braves kind of battle their way back, and now they're just playing the foul game. Problem is, you got to hit your free throws if you get to the free throw line if you're going to play the foul game, and it's kind of eluded them up to this point.
53-42 with 29.3 seconds to go. We thank you for tuning in to the tail end of this one. We will have full pregame show and more coming up as we get ready for our big game tonight between Perham and Frazee, as DGF just 29.3 seconds away from stamping their name into the championship game on Friday night at 8 o'clock here at Concordia Memorial Auditorium. We're high above a great crowd, as you can see on our wide angle shots here in Concordia Moorhead. And we got here pretty early, and we had to park further away than usual as the crowd was arriving.
Yeah, and you talk about high above. I can tell you one thing, the old science experiment that heat rises is true, as we're up here in the boiler, and there the Braves get to the basket, put a layup in.
They trail by 11, and now a foul with 8.6 seconds to go. Unfortunately for the Braves, it's just delaying the inevitable, as their undefeated season will come to an end at the hands of the number 1 seed DGF Rebels. And the Rebels are getting to the spot where they were last year. However, hoping they could change the result this year.
Well, and I think one of the questions we had coming into tonight is nobody really from our region area here kind of got to see the Monaga Braves. They're a good team. There's a reason they're undefeated. They came in on the college court as the free throw goes, and they battled all night long. They played great defense. They struggled kind of getting their shot to go. I don't know if it was the inside presence of Garrett, that maybe made them adjust their shots a little bit, but they went toe-to-toe for the whole game, and they've had a great season, obviously coming in here undefeated.
Now some changes from the Rebels as they make some substitutions. Their fans directly behind their bench making some noise for them, as the Rebels are 8.6 seconds away from advancing to back-to-back Section 8AA finals.
Yeah, and it probably is one of those they'll just let them go. We're going to get a timeout for some more just quick substitutes, but I would just let them run down the floor, let the clock run. You don't even have to inbounds it after the made shot, and you can see their fans come to the feet as they're going to punch their ticket into Section 8AA championship basketball with a final score of 56-44.
Nice win for the Rebels. We will take a break. get things set up, talk about some of the other games. A lot of games going on tonight on semifinal Tuesday night. One upset that we have already been alerted to, and we'll keep you up to date on other games as well, as much as we possibly can. We'll be back here on the 549 Media Network. Yellowjackets and Frazee coming up next.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you.
Since 1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the Lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Good evening and welcome into the beautiful Concordia Memorial Auditorium Arena. I'm Jason Groth again. Alongside me is Lance Rock as we get ready to go for our Section 8 8AA semifinal matchup between the Perham Yellowjackets and the Frazee Hornets. We'll take a look at these two teams and how they match up here on our team comparison graphic. The Yellowjackets coming in at 22-4. Frazee 23-4, and the one thing that stands out, you look, we've hammered it all the way through, is those defensive numbers, but it seems like when these two teams play each other, you could throw those points allowed numbers out the window just because of how powerful these offenses are against each other.
Yeah, I agree, and I just think tonight you can probably throw all of that out the window. It's nice to look at it, and as much as 23 wins and 22 wins and only 8 combined losses, that's phenomenal, but there's only one win or one loss that matters right now, and that's what's lying in front of both of these teams tonight as they get rolling. It's one of those, I was kind of surprised at the feel when I got in here. It almost feels like championship night, and it felt that way in the first game with Monaga and Dilworth going to Felton, and now it's ramping up as their fans are kind of staying and going to congratulate. The building's getting even fuller, and it's going to be a great night, and these two teams know each other well. It's going to be who makes a few minor adjustments, maybe, Jason, that will be the difference in this game.
If you can't make it, we thank you for tuning in to tonight's game here on the 549 Media Network. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors throughout the year who've made these broadcasts free of charge, and we'll stick with the Yellowjackets to the finals if they're able to make it. We'd like to thank Perham Health, United Community Bank, KLN Family Brands, EOT Insurance, Hilltop Lumber, McCall Construction, Central Market, Jack Chivers Realty, Hammers Construction, Lakes Community Cooperative, Steve Sanitation, Horace Mann, Persons Financial Protection, Esser Plumber and Heating, New Horizons Realty, the Perham Area Community Center, Nias Family Sales, Lakes Ace Hardware, Hanson's Plumbing and Heating, OK Tire, Marco, River's Edge Cabinetry, Fultz Construction, Interiors by Winkles, Ottertail Power, and the Perham Chamber of Commerce. And also fans tuning in, make sure to thank them for their support of 549 Media and Perham Yellowjacket activities. And without them, these broadcasts do not happen. Again, I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. The first time these two teams met, it was a battle in Frazee where the Yellow Jackets took control in the second half, outscoring Frazee 56-42, erasing that 6-point deficit. And you can see on the screen, but in Sonnenberg and Kai Anderson really led the way. Lauren Jurdy with the big night as well, and you mentioned her early in the pregame show.
Yeah, she's the one kind of outlier to me that they don't match up really well. I think there's matchups all over the board tonight. If she can find her way into that post and really do some good things early, I think it's going to free up the three-point shot that we know Coach Super and his staff like, Jason. And again, you saw the heavy hitters all came to play that night. Anderson was great. Sonnenberg was great. I think at some point they cancel each other out a little bit. So it's the other players that I think are going to make up the difference in the point differential tonight.
And game 2 at the Hive just recently. We'll take a quick look at that as well. Couple of numbers stand out to me on this one. Frazee was all over the glass, 50 rebounds in that contest. And the three-point shooting, the Yellow Jackets attempted 45 threes. They were 13 of 45, but I look on the Frazee side, 7 of 16. They made a concerted effort in that game. We're going inside.
They did, and they played that game in the second half really kind of handcuffed with Bryn Larson being out for a majority of that. Still was, you see her stat line, was still great. That, if I remember right, it was Johansson that came in, Jason, and she had a really nice game, kind of picking up the pieces where Bryn Larson's foul trouble took it away. Again, I think the Yellow Jackets stepped away from Jurdy a little bit early in that one, and you can see that three-point shooting went to her late, but it was a little too late to get them back in the game. That's why I think you're going to see that concerted effort to get her involved, and if it goes well, you keep going. If not, you got to kick or get into your three-point game.
We'll take a break as the pregame show rolls on here from Concordia's Memorial Auditorium here in Moorhead. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. We'll be right back.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank.
Jacket Pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perm athletes with our Battle of the Bees sponsorship nights. And every year we award 4 scholarships to Perm seniors. Yellowjackets are my team, and United Community Bank is my bank.
At Hilltop Lumber, we're not just about building materials. We're about building relationships. We're honored to be recognized for our excellence in our industry, but the greatest reward? It's the trust we built with our customers. It's not just about providing quality materials, it's about building strong relationships. We're proud to be a part of the communities we serve, working with you to bring your vision to life. Because at Hilltop Lumber, success is measured by the partnerships we create and the homes, businesses, and dreams we help build together. Hilltop Lumber, where we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections. Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
Welcome to Perham, Minnesota, a great place to visit and an even better place to live. Here's a look at just a few of the things you can experience here. If you'd like to find your inner otter in Perham, visit OttertailLakesCountry.com.
Once again, welcome back to Concordia Moorhead as we get ready for this one on the 549 Media Network. We thank you for tuning in. We're still about 10.5+ minutes away from the starts of this one. No national anthem prior to this one, but we'll have starting lineups and more brought to you by New Horizons Realty, and we thank you for tuning in and your support. Again, it should be a classic. The last one was more of a defensive battle, and I think this one tonight is going to be more of that up and down basketball game.
Well, I thought earlier in the one back at the Hive, I thought it was going to be tempo related, just because from what I had gathered earlier that the Yellow Jackets kind of ran the end of the game at Frazee and really tired out the Hornets. I didn't see that being a problem with the Hornets in the game in Perham, Jason. So I think both teams want to get up tempo. I think defending, how are we going to defend in the post? If you're Frazee, if you're the Yellow Jackets, I think it's going to rely on that three-point shooting. We've watched it all year, and you talked about the amount of three-point shots that have been taken by the Yellow Jackets. Are they hitting, or is it tougher in this building than it is other places? So some real question marks coming into this one, but again, I think both teams are coached, primed, ready to go, and seeing them shooting, they're not having any problems putting the ball in the basket right now.
Yellow Jackets hoping to make it to the section final, and then after that, their 4th state tournament appearance. Frazee's looking for their first ever. Speaking of state tournament, which is just down the road, couple of upsets, one for sure tonight. Crosby Ironton, the number 2 ranked team in the state, goes down. They're defeated by Pequot Lake 61-58 at Superior Senior High School in Wisconsin in their Section 7 8AA Semifinal, and that's a shocker. Torrey Orline and the Rangers fall by 3 to the Patriots of Pequot Lakes.
Yeah, the second seeded team coming out right away is definitely one of those, but diving back in quick, it was a 9-point game earlier in the year, CI winning 60-51 against Pequot. So I guess it's not as big a shocker maybe as I thought it was going to be, but losing the caliber player of Torrey Orline out of maybe a state opportunity, then watching her down there obviously is a loss, and it's a shock. And you got to give hats off to Pequot Lakes. They must have been primed, ready to go, and not backing down at any point.
It will open up a few things at the state tournament, most likely, assuming Providence Academy gets a state. Who's going to slide in to that number 2 spot now, as Providence Academy currently leads 46-23 at the half in their semifinal. Another one that's been kind of keeping eyes open in the teams is in Section 2AA, the number 8 seeded Glencoe Silver Lake, making it to the championship, which is coming up on March 6th. They will take on Central, and a heck of a run for Glencoe Silver Lake as the 8th seed.
Well, and you talk about all of those, you got to be, the key is to peak at the right time, and a lot of these teams are doing that. And one of those teams that I could see they're going to play a team that the Yellowjackets saw tonight is Duluth Marshall at the 5, rated number 5 in the state, taking on Proctor, who the Yellowjackets knocked off. That's going to be interesting because we know Duluth Marshall has players that are also really well looked at amongst in the state, and it's going to be crazy. It's tournament time. It always is.
Fun to prognosticate, but now we have this one on our hands. It's the Yellowjackets and the Hornets, Lance. You look at both these teams, the Yellowjackets have relied heavily on the 3, but they do have an inside presence in Lauren Dirty. Frazee on the other side in that second game went away from the 3. They hit from deep, but they didn't take as many threes as they did in game number 1. Turned the ball over just as much as they did in the first game, but still came out with that victory in game 2.
Well, and we tried dissecting all of these numbers all the way through this evening, Jason, on the trip up here while we were setting up, and there's so many ways you can look at it. One of the ways that I looked at it is really, if you look at the scoring, Frazee has won 3 of the 4 halves. I mean, other than the big second half at Frazee, that it's all been the Frazee Hornets. So for the Yellowjackets, you've got to win, obviously, 2 halves here of basketball, and it doesn't have to be by a lot of points, but you need to outscore them. That's pretty obvious, or keep it close in the first half. I think another key that you talked about earlier, probably on our ride up, as we've been talking for so long already, is bench play. Like, which bench play comes the most ready to give their team the opportunity? Bigger court, more energy, you know you're hyped up. There's going to be that wave of, can you battle through to your second wind or not? You probably are going to use some bench play, maybe a little bit more than you would. Which one is going to step up and give the most meaningful minutes tonight?
We'll take a quick break, come back. Our New Horizons Realty starting lineups are right around the corner here on the 549 Media Network. At Joe Foltz Construction, quality and integrity aren't just words, they're our commitment. Since 2004, our owner-operator-led team of skilled craftsmen has brought dream homes, commercial spaces, and major remodels to life across Lakes Country. We guide you through every step, from custom design and accurate estimates to construction and a 10-year warranty that shows we build for life. Your vision is our blueprint. Joe Foltz Construction, craftsmanship you can trust. Visit us in Perham or online at joelfoltzconstruction.com.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware, right here in downtown Perham.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1. Or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer. Every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Welcome back to Concordia Moorhead. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. New Horizons Realty starting lineups coming up right around the corner here between these two teams here in Moorhead tonight. The Yellowjackets will go with their familiar starting lineup that we're all used to seeing. It will be Kaya Anderson, Sophie Nelson, Lauren Jurdy, Reagan Hemmiger, and Addie Drager for the Yellowjackets. Frazee will go with Katie Cornier. Number 11, Annalise Olsen. Number 12, Bryn Larson. Number 22, Ellie Trigloff. Number 24, Leslie Moore. And number 30, Jaden Sonnenberg. Starting lineups brought to you by New Horizons Realty.
Yeah, it's kind of that calm before the storm right now, Jason, as the anticipation is really growing, waiting for the score clock to go to 0 so we can get this thing underway. And I really expect this to be a battle. They're going to be going after each other, very familiar foes. And again, that's all you can ask for when you get to the semifinals. As you can hear the crowd and see the crowd, they're fired up for tonight's game.
And they're announcing the starting lineups alternately tonight. Kai Anderson for the Yellowjackets, Katie Cornier for Frazee. Bryn Larson, a 5'9" senior for Frazee. As well, Sophie Nelson for the Yellowjackets, a 5'3" sophomore guard. Senior Ellie Trigloff, a 5'7" senior guard, number 22. And for the Yellowjackets at center, a 6' sophomore, number 12, Lauren Jurdy. Again, starting line is brought to you by New Horizons Realty. Leslie Moore, a 5'7" senior. And for the Yellowjackets, a 5'5" sophomore, a guard, Reagan Hemberger. And last but not least, the senior, 5'11", number 30, Jaden Sonnenberg, heading to the University of North Dakota.
Yeah, matchups obviously not as they're coming out here. It's the alternating. Both teams, I think, ready to go here. It's going to be a showdown of two really good teams who've had two really great seasons, Jason. And as you can see, the coaching staff for the Yellowjackets, they're prepared. They're ready to go. They're letting the girls lead the way here, and this is going to be fun.
Thank you again for tuning in as we bring you all the action live from Concordia. Jason Groth with Lance Rock is get papers and everything situated up here up top. The opening tap will be Jurdy and Larson. Tap goes the way of the Yellowjackets. Hemmiger with the basketball to start. She drops it off inside, too strong for Jurdy, and the turnover gives it right to the Hornets.
Okay, opening possession, nerves are a factor right there, but going into Jurdy, I like that decision by the Yellowjackets. Shot, turnover right there, shot, no, but here comes the full court pressure. Let's see how the Hornets handle it.
Cornier brings it up court, guarded closely there by Hemmiger. Screen to the near side. It goes to the hands of Moore. Moore looking inside. Sonnenberg kicks it back outside Moore. Moore now to the free throw line. A long jumper on its way out the back iron. No good. Rebound grab by Anderson. Off the miss by Bryn Larson. Yellow Jackets up ahead. Here's Jurdy. Jurdy on the run. She has her shot blocked out of bounds. They'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. Under Hilltop Lumber's scoreboard, 17-28 into our opening half. We're left to go in our opening half.
Well, good opening possession for the Hornets. You can see what the Yellow Jackets are going to do. Triple team almost on Sonnenberg. She's going to look to her teammates.
Floater by Nelson, no good. Rebound grabbed and eventually grabbed by Larson. And the Hornets back the other way. Larson in the lane. Short jumper is good for Frazee. They're on the board. Ellie Trigloff with the game's first points. Now the Yellow Jackets. Nelson with it to Anderson. She'll take a deep three-pointer. She'll hit the deep three. Kyle Anderson with the triple for the Yellow Jackets. And the pressure on, trying to break it is Larson. She does. Met by Nelson. Now it's stolen away by Nelson. Nelson to the hoop with the head fake. Kicks back outside. Hemberger the three. It's off the back iron. No good. Rebound grab by Frazee.
The Yellow Jackets will take any time they can get Hemberger open tonight.
Nice try. Finish inside. Leslie Moore with the bucket.
Well, you called it earlier, Jason. The Hornets going inside. They're looking to get into the paint. 2 two-point baskets. Yellow Jackets going to their accustomed three-point shot. 1 three-pointer. They're going to their strengths.
Anderson in the lane, poked away. It's to the floor. And the Hornets get it, and they come away with Sonnenberg and speed. Sonnenberg to the hoop, strong, lays it up and in. She has her first points of the game. And Frazee's off and running early, leading 6-3.
Boy, fast start. I wonder if this pace can keep up on this long floor as we're going to get a foul. Slow things down just a little bit.
Foul will be on Trigloff, her first. 15:56 to go.
Again, both these teams fighting for the right to take on DGF, a winner earlier tonight, 56-44.
And Jurdy answers with a nice left-hand shot. Now back the other way. Larson getting pressured by Nelson. Larson now with it. Up top it goes Tregla. Anderson on her. As they get it to Sonnenberg. She'll take a three and hit. Jaden Sonnenberg buries a three-pointer.
Deep one, too, from the third of the 3 rings. That's a long shot. She was left open, so here's another turnover.
And a steal. And a nice contest, but the putback is good. Cornier gets her first bucket of the night. A couple days ago, she was hitting everything from beyond the arc.
Again, I was looking for an early timeout maybe, but we'll get a deep 3 instead.
Drager's shot no good. Rebound corralled by Sonnenberg. Now a battle for the ball and a foul, a hold is going to be on Drager. She picks up her first. 14:46 to go on our Hilltop Lumber scoreboard, first half. As you can take a look at the crowd in here at Concordia, a good crowd on hand for this one. Cornier with it again, has set the school record 9 three-pointers against Warroad. Nice feed inside, Moore looking for help, finds it. Comes back up top, here's Sonnenberg. We have a whistle for 3 seconds in the lane as someone from Frazee was camped, and the turnover goes to the Yellow Jackets.
Well, they had a really good, nice back screen set up there. They just didn't pull the trigger on it, and then they got caught in the lane. Yellow Jackets have to be careful. That back screen, you got to recognize it, especially with the three-point shooters that the Hornets have.
Anderson now looking to drive. Spins at the block, goes up, she's fouled. On the contest inside, it'll put Anderson to the Horseman free throw line. Fouls on Ruby Eckert.
I like that. Anderson down to the block. I've been calling for that kind of all year. using her size and strength, especially when it's matchup related, as she sinks the first free throw. I think anytime you can get Kaya to the free throw line, that's a win for the Yellow Jackets. Right now, you can gather your breath, hit this free throw, put the full court pressure on, keep that pressure on the Hornets.
Anderson hits both. So Yellow Jackets cut the lead to 4 in favor of the Hornets. Here's Larson to bring it up court. Larson guarded closely by Nelson, gets the ball over to Cornier. Cornier pressured by Hemberger, now to the near side to Moore. Moore looks inside, feed inside for Larson's there as Bryn Larson gets her first bucket of the night.
Bryn Larson's really nice player. They missed her bringing the ball up when she got into foul trouble in Perham.
Anderson a 3 off the back iron, long rebound. Hemberger gets it. She will fire. That one's off the iron, no good, and a rebound inside. Grabbed by Eckert. She clears out, brings it up court. Now Larson with it. Larson looking inside, Dreger fronting Sonnenberg. So now they go to Moore. Moore spins left hand too strong. Rebound grabbed by Anderson. And the Yellow Jackets back the other way, trailing by 6 here on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard early in the first half. Anderson drives, shot contested, and blocked by Eckert again.
No easy shots to be had tonight. If you're the Yellow Jackets, it's a lot of one-on-one right now. I want to see them get back, move the basketball, make a concerted effort to make Frazee play defense right now. If you're the Yellow Jackets, get some screens set up. Sometimes that happens when you're on an inbounds. 1-4 low set up here. Look for some good screens to happen.
Dreger inside Jurdy, fumbles, kicks it out. Anderson with the fake now. Looks inside to Jurdy, batted away, and it's grabbed again by Frazee. Eckert gets the loose ball. Nice defense there by the Hornets, and now creating space as she crosses the timeline is Gornia. Eckert now. Sonnenberg is in the post, gets it. Looking to go to work underneath the reverse layup, too strong. Rebound grabbed and lost and put back, but now eventually grabbed by Dreger.
Hornet faithful wanting a foul on that one. Might have been a swipe across the arm, couldn't quite tell.
Anderson the triple off the back iron, no good. Right now the Yellow Jackets taking a lot of threes as they have all year long, to no one's surprise. As it's 13-7 in favor of the Hornets.
They're really running a little flex cut underneath there, Jason, and it's catching the Yellow Jackets off guard just a little bit. Now out on the Frazee Hornets. Good work there by Sophie Nelson.
She causes the turnover. The Yellow Jackets make a trio of changes. Quinn Hansen, Nora Rosenthal, and Olivia Phillips in for the Yellow Jackets, trailing by 6. Ashton Kunze in as well. Rosenthal with it. Now to Hansen with the head fake, but she traveled.
Again, we talked about subs coming into the game. Valuable minutes, getting things, organized, set up, not letting this game get too big for them. And again, there's got to be nerves on your first time playing on this court.
12:20. So I try to adjust our clock. Now up top, a 3 on its way. That's off the back iron. Yellow Jackets get the rebound.
And again, you saw that the Yellow Jackets all have to rebound. There was a bunch of them standing around the three-point line. You got to get going. Now you're getting an offensive foul. So again, we'll see how Coach Super, he's been very trustworthy of his bench play up to this point. Right now it's been a few turnovers back-to-back. We'll see how long this lasts. They come up and put heavy pressure on the Hornets.
Kunze pressuring. That's Cornier with it. So we approach the 11:45 mark. On your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard, quick feed inside. And the contest goes off of Rosenthal and out of bounds. Now Claire Pilgrim in. So the Yellow Jackets have already gone 5 deep off the bench.
Boy, and it's been fun to watch. It's like almost kind of turning back time, but it hasn't gone away. That flex cut underneath the lane, you're going to see on their regular offense, Frazee's going to pick across. It's a nice look, and there was a good look by Sonnenberg, just nobody home.
Olsen tried to cut, but we got a timeout. Timeout called by the Hornets. They lead by 6 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. We'll be back.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8 to 5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information. Take a look at the Yellow Jacket huddle out of the timeouts. Timeout was called by Trey Hinchis, the head coach of the Frazee Hornets.
Well, it'll be interesting if Sonnenberg's on the floor. It's been this unit of Jackets that came in that we made note of last time. She went right to the post. And we're going to see who's guarding her if she's in the game. I kind of have obstructed view here other than my camera shot. I would look to them to go to the post here with this group of Jackets on the floor.
Rosenthal with it. Now to Pilgrim. Pilgrim's going to drive, knife through the lane, floats it up and in for two. Her first points of the night. She's coming off a 13-point performance in her playoff debut against Wadena Deer Creek. Now with the ball, here's Cornier. Hands it off. Larson. They work around the perimeter. Sonnenberg will take and hit.
Boy, she came off that kind of elevator screen across the top and had Kaya Anderson one-on-one, hesitated, and then pulled up. That's smooth.
Pilgrim with it now. Hanson, a three. Off the back iron, no good. Anderson trying to get the board, but it's corralled by Larson. Larson now looking inside. Sonnenberg to the post. She's fouled and has the bucket and an and one opportunity. A trip to the Horseman free throw line, Lance.
Yeah, and that's what I saw in the first time when we saw this. I think we'll see some quick substitutions. It's just a size mismatch. She recognized that right away. She's so good and so smooth. She just walked herself right down into the post and said, give me the ball, and ends up at the free throw line.
Sonnenberg hits. Makes it a 10-point Hornet lead. Pilgrim with it to the corner. Hanson a three. That one's good. Quinn Hanson hits from the corner, and a much-needed three-pointer for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Sonnenberg. Drag her back on her after she checked back in. Now with the feed over to Larson. A head fake and a drive. Kicks back out. But a travel on the way to the hoop there by Triglav. 9:58 to go on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Frazee leads by 7 in our opening half here from Concordia Memorial Auditorium.
And that worked out well for the Yellow Jackets. I saw arm come across the forearms, didn't see kind of a block on that spin. Nice for them to be able to get this ball back. And again, both teams, I think, doing what they want to. Execution is now the key.
Dirty checks back in. Drager will get a quick breather. Pilgrim with it now looking inside. Dirty too strong on the entry pass to her. And Frazee capitalize on the turnovers. Here's Larson with it at the timeline. Larson drives. Spins into the lane. Tough shot. Too strong. Gets the rebound. Corrals it now. Goes up for a second opportunity. No good. Rebound tapped out. Kunza comes in and cleans it up for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Pilgrim now. Anderson to Hanson. Hanson into the lane. Drops it off for Dirty. Dirty, a couple left-hand dribbles. The double team comes, and it leads to a turnover.
Yeah, I think you called it, Jason. A couple left-handed dribbles. You can't afford that with this Hornets team. You either got to make a move to the basket or kick out to your teammate.
Eckert now. Pass near side. It goes to Bryn Larson, guarded by Anderson. Couple of dribbles in the lane. Stops at the free throw line. Back outside. Driving Cornier. She takes the deep shot. It's no good. Rebound and a foul. Ellie Triglav. Little frustration in the battle in the paint. Picks up the foul. And that's her second. Nelson and Dranger back in for the Yellow Jackets. 8:52 to go. Anderson and Kunza will take a seat as it's 19-12 in favor of Frazee. A 7-point first half lead here from Moorhead. Nelson with it over to Pilgrim. Now Hanson again looking inside to Dirty. Nice battle inside the paint there. Driving Nelson through the lane contact. Gets it back out. Hanson the three. Too strong. Rebound grabbed by Pilgrim on the long rebound, but it's stolen away. Getting the loose ball was Olsen, but it was Sonnenberg who created the turnover. Now a drive to the hoop and a finish there for Bryn Larson.
Boy, she has a upshift gear there. When she sees an opening, she's going hard to the basket. Nice take.
Inside Jurdy, too far underneath, and a tough angle shot. Eckert gets the loose change, but she travels. A break for the Yellow Jackets there. Hemberger back in, as is Kaya Anderson.
Well, and I can see what Frazee's doing. They're trying to give Bryn Larson a little break and Sonnenberg from bringing the basketball up. I think at this point you can't be demonstrating. If someone's struggling, you have to get back to what you know. Use your timeouts if you need a break. Do whatever it takes. Nice inbounds.
And that's Kaya Anderson with the bucket.
And we are back to Bryn Larson bringing the ball up. And again, I know they want to get away from Sophie. And again, too tight right there, Sophie with the foul. But she hounded Bryn Larson all game at the Hive, and she's picking right up where she left off.
The Frazee fans letting her know that she can't do that, so she picks up her first foul. Heard that a few times from both squads' fan bases tonight. Good contingent of fans. A three-pointer on its way. That's no good. Rebound grabbed there by Drager. On the miss by Olsen. Back the other way of the Yellow Jackets. Nelson, almost got away with that dribble, but she controlled it at the top. Now Drager with it to Nelson. Hemberger off the screen was too tight. And now goes the Dranger looking inside. Jurdy to the hoop, strong, gets up to go. She's got 4 on the night now with that bucket.
That was nice. The reversal was there, the right angle for the pass. Jurdy up higher on the block, giving herself a chance to make that shot and maybe draw a foul. Are we going to get a turnover? We sure do.
Larson trying to hand it out to Cornier in a tight corner, leads to a ball going out of bounds. 7:15 to go. Yellow Jackets on a bit of a run. The number 8th ranked team in AA. Frazee trying to pull off the upset as the number 3 seed, if you could call it upset. Nice feed inside, Drager to the hoop, and she finishes.
Same back cut, you isolate to one side, get the overplay, and really nice. We used to see the Perham Yellow Jackets do that, and now we got another foul, and again, Eckert's struggling getting that. I think if you're Frazee, you have to go away from that right now.
That's her second foul. She got called to the floor. Frazee leading by 3 as the Yellow Jackets have trailed by as many as 9. Nelson now. Inside Jurdy. Jurdy up against Moore is good for the bucket. She's got 6. The Yellow Jackets have moved to within 1.
Sonnenberg going one-on-one here against Drager, just wills her way down, but also gets underneath the basket just a little bit too far. Nice defense.
Anderson with it now. As Nelson lines up a 3 and banks it in. Sophie Nelson, the three-pointer, leads to a timeout. Yellow Jackets have taken the lead. We'll be back on the 549 Media Network.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Welcome back to the beautiful Concordia Memorial Arena. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock as we're here in our first half. Thank you for tuning in. Section 8 8AA Semifinal.
And you can see a little more life to the Yellowjackets coming out of that huddle. Turnovers lead to easy points, and that's what they've lived off of all year. So I'm not surprised. I am surprised with how Frazee's breaking the pressure. And now go to Sonnenberg. Why not?
She'll bring the ball up court. Now set up the offense. Here's Ecker getting pressured by Nelson again. Off of her foot and out of bounds. Sophie Nelson has been wreaking havoc on the Frazee Hornets here in this first half. The Yellowjackets lead by 2. Anderson brings the ball up court. Anderson over to Nelson. Spins, tries to feed it to Jurdy. Does. Jurdy works her way through, goes up and in, and the Yellowjackets on a run.
Great patience by Jurdy, letting everything go and then going up for a shot. And again, the Yellowjackets just doing a phenomenal job. It's not the full court pressure. It's right at the timeline that's getting Frazee, and I'm not really sure why they're stopping. At the beginning of the game, they just went right to the basket. Now they're just kind of slowing down, allowing the Yellowjackets.
And Sonnenberg hits a line drive 3 again.
And to just finish that, allowing the Yellowjackets to just kind of create chaos, which is what we know they like to do.
Anderson with it now. Here's Dranger over to the near side. Nelson comes up for Hemberger. Nice close. Now it goes to Nelson into Jurdy. Almost a nice duck there by Hemberger as Dranger hits the short jumper.
Boy, that's good recognition there by Jurdy. She did a nice job, felt that double team right away. Then went to her teammate.
Driving kick by Larson, but the 3 is no good. Rebound grab by Nelson on the missed shot attempt there by Drugloff on the near side. Nelson knifes through the lane. Left-hand scoop is good. And the Yellowjackets are off and running right now, Lance.
How? She couldn't even see the basket inside of all those tall players, but we don't expect anything less. And then an ankle breaker by Sonnenberg.
She gets the ball back. Sonnenberg has 14 to lead all Hornet scores. Waiting for the screen, gets it now. Dribbles back, looking things over with 14 on the shot clock. Screen for her. She's been automatic from there, and it rims off the iron.
What a great run here by the Yellowjackets. And again, every point right now while they've got their foot on the gas is huge.
Anderson with it. To Nelson. To Hemberger off the screen. She will drive. Knife through the lane. Can't get the shot to go. Jurdy the rebound. Kick out Anderson. A 3 offline. No good. And the rebound tapped out again. Jurdy grabs it. But it's stolen away. Sonnenberg got her mid up there and just grabbed it with one hand. Now drives. Nice ball fake, but unable to get the shot to go. 3:40 to go in our opening half. The Yellowjackets lead by 5. Inside, Jurdy, too strong.
And again, I wonder, we talked about that second win on the bigger floor. It looks like the Yellowjackets with their substitutions have embraced that, and they've kicked into that second gear. We've seen more turnovers out of the Hornets, and you wonder sometimes is there's almost another one just being a little tired. And I would be under, if I was coaching, I think I'd use timeouts to give your ladies some rest, but we're game on right now.
They've used 2 so far. The Yellowjackets have yet to use 1. They stemmed the tide of the early Frazee run and now have 1-on-1 of their own and lead 29-24. Nelson dangerously close to getting a steal or a foul as Larson now goes with the feed to the far side. Here's Sonnenberg now. Sonnenberg drives through off her legs, but out of bounds was Kunze when the ball hit her. With 3:07 to go, it's 29-24 here in our opening half. We thank you for tuning in.
Okay, Sonnenberg matchup again is where they've got her into the post. Let's see if they work that post play again with her.
She goes inside with the pass. Now comes back outside. A three by Olsen, too strong. Rebound grabbed by Nelson again. Nelson to the corner. Kunza will take a three, and that's off the iron, no good. Rebound grabbed by Larson. She'll settle it down momentarily. 2:45 to go in her opening half on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. They go to Sonnenberg inside. She has the mismatch, Lance. You called for it, and she puts it up and in.
Well, it just seems like it's automatic right now, and again, it's okay. Yellow Jackets, stem this tide. You're playing well. Keep earning it on the defensive end. Offense will come.
Kunza, another three attempts, no good. Rebound, Rosenthal eventually grabbed, and a push foul on the Yellow Jackets. I believe it's on Rosenthal.
And I think if anybody in this building believes that a 4 to 8 point run by either one of these teams is marking the end of the game, they're sorely mistaken tonight. I think this is going to be one of those seesaw battles that we're going to see the ebbs and flows of the game. That's the way the Yellow Jackets play. They like to gamble. Here we see it again with Kunza. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you give up an easy basket. We're in for a good one.
With it now is Larson. On a foul underneath in the lane, and I believe it's going to be on Rosenthal in the battle with Sonnenberg. She quickly picks up two. The Yellow Jackets will make a change. Drager will come back in. Fouls to give. Now the rest of the way, though, Frazee will be at the line.
Look for Sonnenberg coming off of something here. Double pick or something there. It's coming off into the corner.
She takes a three. Doesn't get it to go, but a rebound grab by Olsen. Sonnenberg in the lane. Kicks back outside. Now it's to the floor. Tough entry pass. Tied up, held ball. Possession arrow keeps it with Frazee with 1:45 to go on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard here in our opening half.
Too many hands in there to make that pass. But again, when you see Sonnenberg take the ball out of bounds, look for her to get a shot off of a screen.
Right inside to her, off the glass. Let's go.
Nice look away from the basket. Yellow Jackets defended that pretty well. She's just that good.
Anderson with the head fake, drives, knifes through. Floater is too strong. Rebound tapped around, corralled by Olsen. Sonnenberg will bring it up court. 1:20 to go in the first half, and a nice steal by Drager. Drager to the hoop, left hand, good.
Boy, she just swiped at that and caught it, and that's a huge basket.
Makes it a three-point game, and she almost gets another one.
Just got to be careful when you swing like that. You're either going to get the ball or foul.
And we're tied as Jaden Sonnenberg answers with a three.
Well, the other part is you swing like that, you get off balance. Sonnenberg got by, then was able to spot up. She's been dynamite from three.
Nelson trying to drive, drops it inside for Anderson. Anderson, the reverse layup, it's good. Kai Anderson gets the bucket to go.
Boy, that was beautiful, using the rim as her defense. Sonnenberg just kind of running the show here.
And a feed inside to Annalise Olsen for her first bucket of the night. Yellow Jackets look like they might be going for the last shot opportunity. Shot clock is up. Drager with it. Now Anderson. Anderson gets it bumped off her hands, out of bounds. She's looking for an explanation, thinking there's contact.
And I would guess on a night like tonight, when it's been full contact up and down the court from both teams, you're probably not going to get that call. Doesn't hurt to be politely questioning an official just to put it in their mind. This could happen. Let's see if they get a really good shot out of this inbounds play.
Into Jurdy in the lane. Tough shot is good for Lauren Jurdy. Frazee bringing it up court. Sonnenberg trying to beat the buzzer. Slips, gets the feed off. The bucket doesn't go, doesn't count. So at the half, the Yellow Jackets will take a 35-33 lead into the break. And that will allow everyone to reset and regroup as we'll take a timeout with them. We thank you for tuning in at the half. The Yellow Jackets lead 35-33. Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plans. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
From the plains of North and South Dakota to the lakes of Minnesota, one remarkable creature thrives, the cold climate heat pump. It cools when it's hot, heats when it's not, and uses far less energy than traditional systems. Those who welcome one into their habitat enjoy year-round comfort, generous rebates, and bills that nearly hibernate. Cold climate heat pumps, cooling, heating, and saving all year. That's efficient comfort. Powered by Otter Tail Power Company.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
At KLN Family Brands, culture isn't just something we talk about, it's who we are. Since 1964, teamwork, innovation, and care have guided us in everything we do, from our facilities to the communities that we serve. We believe the world is better when we care for others. Here, you're not just part of a team, you're part of a family. KLN Family Brands. We challenge, we grow, we inspire.
KLN Family Brands.
Welcome back to Concordia Moorhead. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. And at the half, it's Perham leading Frazee 35-33. Jaden Sonnenberg leads all scorers for Frazee with 21. And leading the way for the Yellowjackets, Lauren Jurdy with 10 and Kai Anderson with 9 points.
Kind of what we thought would be, and I think you go under two philosophies. Either you try to shut Sonnenberg down and you dedicate everything you can to shutting her down, or you realize she's going to get hers. She's just that good. I think the Yellow Jackets have done that, saying you're going to get yours, we're going to try to shut others down. Bryn Larson, really good player. I really think there was just a lapse there. If you're the Hornets, you stopped attacking out of the press. You beat the press and then you stop about half court. You allowed the Yellow Jackets to do what they do best, and that's just to hound you with quick hands and quick feet. They got away from what they did well. The Yellow Jackets in spurts did things really, really well, and then they'd have turnovers. And again, you see the ebb and flow of this game by how the Yellow Jackets shoot the three-pointers. When it's going, it looks fabulous. They ballooned up to whatever it was, 6-8 point lead. then they start missing a few. Then all of a sudden, here comes the Hornets back again. I don't think you want to leave the door open too long with the Hornets. Just with Larson and with Sonnenberg, they're too good of players. You give them that opportunity to stick around like the Yellow Jackets are right now, they're going to hurt you.
And with that, we'll take another break, come back, get you set up for the second half here on the 549 Media Network. We thank you for tuning in.
You have big ideas, and we know your local business is the backbone of our community. Your next big idea deserves local support from friends and neighbors. United Community Bank is here to support and grow local ideas with local businesses. Let's build something together this year and thrive in 2026. Big ideas deserve local lenders, and when you bank locally, community is the whole point. United Community Bank, your local business. Frazee Dent. UCBankMN.com, member FD number 421829.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, you want someone local and experienced. EOT Insurance Agency has been serving the community for over 40 years, insuring home, auto, farms, businesses, and all your recreational toys. As an independent agency, we don't work for just one company, we work for you. EOT Insurance Agency, local, experienced, and always on your side.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections. Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellow Jackets!
At Hilltop Lumber, we're not just about building materials. We're about building relationships. We're honored to be recognized for our excellence in our industry, but the greatest reward? It's the trust we built with our customers. It's not just about providing quality materials, it's about building strong relationships. We're proud to be a part of the communities we serve, working with you to bring your vision to life. Because at Hilltop Lumber, success is measured by the partnerships we create and the homes, businesses, and dreams we help build together. Hilltop Lumber, where we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Welcome back to Moorhead, Minnesota in the Section 8AA Semifinals. The Hornets are on the court. The Yellow Jackets are waiting some final instructions from head coach TJ Super. As the Yellow Jackets lead this one by 2, and Lance, the atmosphere here tonight in Moorhead has been exciting. And a hat tip to both the Perham Pep Band as well as the Frazee Pep Band, doing a great job keeping the crowd entertained here live in Moorhead.
Yeah, nothing speaks high school athletics than good pep bands getting their teams riled up and ready to go. Again, extra long locker room session for the Yellow Jackets, knowing that they're probably cleaning up a few things. And again, back out on the court a little early were the Frazee Hornets. I think they felt very successful other than a stretch of 3 or 4 turnovers in a row. They were playing really well against the Yellow Jackets. I can't imagine the second half's going to go any different than this. I do believe there's going to be some adjustments being made as we get going. I thought I heard the crowd. Here comes the Yellow Jackets.
As they walk across the court, and Lance, you look at this, the HOL Conference champs, the number 3 seed. The Yellow Jackets finish 3rd in the conference. The number 2 seed, QRF, helped them get the advantage over Frazee. Frazee looking to make a run to the section final. You can just see they are very loose bunch. Looking at them from up above, we're high above again, as you can tell. You can just see they seem to be a very loose bunch and just ready to make the charge here in the second half.
Well, and again, for the Yellow Jackets, I think you do the things you do well. You've got to make baskets so that way you can put your press on. However you can get those stops to happen, you're better when you're pressing. Their defense creates their offense. It's better than their set offense. It's the way they've been battle-tested all year long. So they got to continue to turn that heat up. I think getting a few better angles, getting Jurdy an easier look to the basket. They've got her the ball, but it's been some tough catches so far, Jason. I think those are some of the things you have to work on if you're the Yellow Jackets for the second half as you get her involved. She's been very good tonight, seeing the double team and kicking out of it. Make your shots and extend this lead a little bit. And if you're there's no secret if you're the Frazee Hornets, you get the ball in Sonnenberg or Larson's hands, and you're going to work a two-person game. I expect that underneath the basket they're going to be that old flex screen type look, and then look for the second screen coming from high at the three-point line out, and then they'll get their three-point shot off that. So adjustments being made, I'm positive. This is going to be a great second half.
One thing I'm also curious to see is how the Yellow Jackets handle the screens when Sonnenberg gets the basketball. They go over the top here to Anderson, down low, the feed, Jurdy up and in, and the Yellow Jackets strike first to start the second half.
Well, and that's where I said get Jurdy a better look. That was a better angle, definitely a set play. Nice job, Coach Super, out of that halftime, getting a good look for Jurdy.
One thing you talked about, and I'll let this play finish, as Larson finishes at the hoop on a nice feed from Sonnenberg. As you talked about it, Lance, the Yellow Jackets had trailed in 3 of the 4 halves. They won the first half here tonight. Now they go over to Nelson.
Win. That's a big win for them.
Down low, Jurdy. Kick out near side. Drager, tough pass for her. Now over to Nelson, and Anderson will take a deep three. Misses everything, goes out of bounds. It'll be Frazee basketball.
I really don't mind that shot, though. I think that's when you want Anderson. It was in flow. It was in the series of their offense. Just a little short, and that happens sometimes, especially with the depth in this gym.
Larson brings it up court. Now we'll stop at the top of the key with it. Now nice feed inside it goes. Sonnenberg gets it to roll and drop. She has 23 now. And we're all square at 37 under Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Hamburger with it to Drager. Nelson now. Back to Anderson. Near side it goes. Drager comes off the screen. Hamburger, she floats in the lane. Off balance shot. May have been some contact there. She ends up just tossing it out of bounds.
I'm not going to say one way or the other. I think it was anticipated contact, and when it didn't come, sometimes you gear yourself up for that, and it wasn't there. Again, I think both officials did a pretty good job of maybe letting that one play on.
Sonnenberg drives, floats through the lane. A shot is blocked, or pass was blocked. Nelson comes away with it. Drop inside, Jurdy gets that to go, and Jurdy now with 14 for the Yellow Jackets.
She's a mismatch just because she runs so fast. She gets down the floor.
And an offensive foul has been called on Bryn Larson for the elbow. That's her first. One storyline there is in the game in the Hive. She had picked up fouls early, but that's just her first. Nelson looking things over. 16 minutes to go in our second half. She'll knife through, lose the basketball on the way up, goes out of bounds. Frazee blocked that shot. Had a pillar in my way to say who got the block. Inside.
I think I'm in obstructed row seating somehow. I got the Bob Euchre seats for tonight.
Inside, Jurdy again off the feed, and she goes off the glass. Now has 16 for the Yellow Jackets. Baseline back inside it goes. Now the feed down low, and Sonnenberg off the glass. Bryn Larson.
Post-to-post passing right there. And again, it was the seal on the backside that was impressive. Yellow Jackets, not bad defense there. Again, that angle, we talked about it all year long, Jason. You got to take a couple dribbles, give a better angle. That's a tough pass to make and an even tougher one to catch.
Turnover game has Haunted the Yellow Jackets a lot this year.
Coons has got to be careful. She's reaching into the lane. Another foul not called either way.
Sonnenberg drives, now dishes a three off the front iron. Kunza gets the rebound. Kunza drops it off there for Nelson. Now to Anderson. Over to Kunza here on the near side. Looking inside, not there that time. They score around the perimeter. Nelson with the head fake, drops it off there. Jurdy's, the floor opens, and Jurdy finishes. She's got 16.
Man, that's really nice, and that's what we've seen out of both games. They have no answer for Jurdy. I don't know. Here's a pick.
And that's Drager now to the hoop and lays it up and in. Drager with the bucket and a run, and it leads to a timeout. As the Yellow Jackets lead 45-39, we'll be back on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. You take a look at an excited Yellow Jacket huddle. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30.
Interested in working somewhere where you can grow and make a difference? Join the team at Tuffy's Pet Food, part of KLN Family Brands. For over 60 years, we've been crafting high-quality pet food with care, and it all starts with our people. At Tuffy's, you'll find profit sharing, great benefits, opportunities to advance, and a culture that feels like family. Because when our people thrive, so do the pets we feed. Tuffy's Pet Food, where your future is as important as the products we make. Apply today.
Welcome back. Jason Groth with Lance Rock as the second half rolls on. The Yellow Jackets lead this one 45-39 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard.
Yeah, and Drager, Sophie Nelson just crazily willing the Yellow Jackets right now by playing this full court defensive pressure against really good Frazee Hornets guards.
Sonnenberg drives, dishes, a three is good. Ainsley Johansson.
She was the second half marvel for the Hornets in the last game.
Anderson answers. No, she doesn't. It's short. Nelson tries to save it. And it goes to Frazee. And now a foul has been called on Kunza.
And it's so interesting. I think you wonder if you're both teams who that foul is going to get called on, because it's been on the Hornets with that push-off. So far, that must have been a little tighter coverage there by Kunza.
Sonnenberg will bring it up court with the head of steam now. Drives, drops it off. Tough pass off a leg. And it'll be turned over, looking for Johansson. And the turnover gives it back to the Yellow Jackets. Thank you for tuning in here tonight. Memorial Auditorium will be home of the NCAA Division III tournament this weekend, as well as the Cobbers qualified. We'll take on UW Superior. Congratulations to them. A busy week for the staff here, but they've done an outstanding job. Shot inside, no good by Jurdy, and Frazee gets the rebound. Larson now into the lane. Floater from her is good. She hits the line drive. She's got 10 now.
Boy, they are a dynamic duo, Larson, Sonnenberg. Both long, can handle the basketball, can get to the basket, and shoot the three.
A deep three from Anderson is nothing but nylon. Her first points of the second half. Now, the Hornets trying to answer, trailing by 4. 13-25 and counting on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Yellow Jackets again lead by 4. Near side, Larson to the corner. Tied up for a second, Eckert. She gets to Johansson. Thinking about it for a second was Cornier. Goes inside, now back outside and thrown to the Frazee coach. And the turnover gives it back to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and again, that turnover boils down to pressure by the Yellow Jackets. Again, they just at times have been smothering with their full court and half court pressure.
Hansen in the corner, goes cross court to Kunza, now to Anderson. Just hit the three from that spot. Instead, the entry pass is turned over, and it's into the hands of Sonnenberg, and Frazee has a 3-on-1. Pass up ahead. The layup is up and in for Ainsley Johansson.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier, but we saw her, I think, have 9 or 10 points in the second half.
Hansen to answer, and she does. Quinn Hansen buries the three. Now full court pressure again into the hands of Larson. She tries to break. Larson does at half court.
Boy, nothing more disheartening than playing so hard and then giving up a 3-point shot. Nice job, Quinn Hansen.
Sonnenberg turnaround jumper offline, misses everything, but there for the rebound is Eckert. Sonnenberg works her way through the lane, no good. Rebound grabbed and put up by Larson, and she's fouled. And Larson will go to the free throw line, brought to you by Horseman Insurance and Investments and Kyle Van Dyke.
And that all came off the triple team of Sonnenberg underneath the basket. Nobody, well, not nobody, but they were in poor rebounding spots because of that triple team and allowed Larson to get to the basket.
Yellow Jacket fans chanting air ball at Jaden Sonnenberg. I don't know if that's the one I would want to send that chant at. It's the first one. It's good by Larson.
Yeah, that's not a fire I think we want to ignite right now in her. She's had such a great game, and again, we talked about her and Larson. Larson now at the free throw line. They really are a good pair of high school basketball players. That one rattles out.
Rebound grabbed by Kai Anderson. She'll bring the ball up court. Hamburger takes the three and buries the three. Her first three-pointer of the night.
Free throw, but it was the breakdown of Sonnenberg able to break down and break through that full court pressure that led to these free throw shots. First free throw up, rims in and out, and again, boy, we talked about her in the pregame. Annalise Johansson came in, scored a plethora of points in the Hive. She's done kind of the same thing in this second half, just giving them, the Frazee Hornets, a spark as she hits that second free throw.
We apologize as we've running into extreme issues. That three-pointer is good. Reagan Hamburger hits the three. It leads to a timeout. We'll take a quick break as there's a timeout on the floor.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Welcome back here in Moorhead. We're trying to work on the issues that have affected our stream. We hope to keep everything live as much as we can. It's 60-51.
Again, full court pressure. This has been the time that you've seen Sonnenberg go down into the post. She's doing that just right now. She gets doubled in the post. Doesn't matter. 2 points for Sonnenberg. Yellow Jackets coming up the other direction. Quinn Hansen, who's been on fire for the Yellow Jackets, now doing a nice job. Poked away by the Hornets, but recovered by the Yellow Jackets. Crossover dribble happening here by Nelson. She hits Hamburger up top.
Shot offline on that one and rebounded a foul over the top. We think everything has come back. We hope. We apologize for that. And thank you for bearing with us.
Well, and hats off to you, Jason. If we'd be offline if it wasn't for you being here. I certainly wouldn't be able to bring us back as quickly as you did.
As Frazee will inbound the basketball. Drop it off, inside they go, left hand, no good. Rebound grabbed by Anderson.
Tough miss there by the Hornets.
Anderson with it, drives, kicks, a three from Nelson. No good, rebound grabbed by the Hornets. They're back the other way. Nice feed and finish there that time. by Sonnenberg again.
Attack mode there by the Hornets. That's when they've been at their best.
Three-pointer answered again. Reagan Hamburger, the three. And now an offensive foul has been called on Frazee on Sonnenberg.
Well, that's one of those calls that the Yellow Jacket faithful love it. The Frazee faithful not so much, and I think it's one of those 50-50 opportunities depending on what the positioning of the ref, and he saw a foul on Sonnenberg.
Now to the corner here is Pilgrim. Hamburger with it now over to Nelson. She drives, drops it off. Rosenthal. Bounce pass for Pilgrim, driving baseline to the hoop. Tough off balance shot, no good. Rebound tapped around and tapped back out. Hamburger with it to the near side. Pilgrim looking to drive. The lane's open and she finishes. Clear. Pilgrim with the bucket.
Well, great take by Pilgrim. You could see this is almost another turnover here by the Yellow Jackets, and then a foul on Sophie Nelson. I don't know if that was one of the makeup tape calls. I'm not going to say that, but it was less contact than I've seen tonight. But on that last play, you saw nobody wanted to leave Jerdy, and that was the difference in that attack. Was there was no one there to stop the dribble drive. So great job by Pilgrim on that one.
Three-pointer from the corner is good. Annalise Olsen hits the three. Makes it 65-58. We apologize. We know there's some issues with our live feed, and we understand that you can hear us plain as day, so we're going to continue to work on that as much as we can. Hamburger to take a three. That's off the back iron, a long three, but Nelson gets the rebound. Drives, kicks. Pilgrim will take a three. That's off the iron. Rebound grab by Frazee.
Larson on that rebound. She's bringing it up. Again, they're attacking right to the basket. Nobody picks her up, so she goes in for two. Yellow Jackets, lack of the defensive right there. Nobody left their person. And again, Larson drives right to the basket.
Rosenthal now for the Yellow Jackets over to Hamburger. She'll fire a three. That's off the front iron. Rebound corralled and grabbed by Frazee. Bringing the ball up court is Cornier. Cornier to Sonnenberg, driving Larson. Contact there, gets the rebound. Kick it back outside. A three-pointer is offline. Rebound to Nelson, and the Yellow Jackets back the other way. Drive and a scoop there by Nelson is good.
Turnabout, fair play there, and we're going to have a timeout, but Sophie Nelson right to the basket.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on the 549 Media Network.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank.
Jacket Pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perm athletes with our Battle of the Beast sponsorship nights. And every year we award 4 scholarships to Perm seniors. Yellow Jackets are my team, and United Community Bank is my bank.
It looks like we apologize again. Hopefully it's getting out. 74-73, 13 seconds to go. Anderson is at the line for the Yellow Jackets. She hits the first. We'll have a recap and more in our post-game show. We thank you for sticking with us. We apologize. Amazing technological issues that have happened here tonight that just make you want to growl as Anderson hits the second. 76-73. Back the other way. Sonnenberg takes the three. It's short. Rebound grabbed. Outside, off the hands of Cornier and out of bounds. With 2 seconds to go. Yellow Jackets will have the ball in the three-point lead. We'll recap as much as we can. Lance, I know you're taking a good amount of notes, hopefully. Timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. Lance, take it away. We apologize again. It's 76-73.
Well, it started out a while back at 67-63. Drager got a foul on Cornier, not on Cornier, on Sonnenberg. She hit all 3 free throws, bringing it to 67-63. Gertie inside for 2, and then Larson for 2, back and back, so 69-65. Cornier with another 2, 69-67. Gertie followed again. She's having a whale of a night, 71-67. Offensive foul on Larson. It was one of those backdoor plays you can about imagine. You've seen it live with us while we were on. Olsen then gets to the free throw line, 1-and-1. She misses the first. Rebound for the Yellow Jacket. Gertie gets fouled in the act of shooting 2 free throws, misses her first one. The second one rolls around the rim for 72-67. Cornier hits a 2, 72-69. Gertie comes back for another bucket as she's just going crazy, 74-69. Foul, Gertie, Sonnenberg, free throws made. Hemberger with the turnover, and we're just about caught up, and we're Ecker with the last 2 made it 72-73 before the Kai Anderson free throw. Timeout, here we go.
Yellow Jackets get the ball inbounds, and there's a foul with .2 to go. They help Nelson back up. And the Yellow Jackets are moving on to a date to the Section 8 AA Championship on Friday night.
Yeah, and they played a whale of a game, and again, you got to give credit to the Hornets, too. Right here, sticking to the end, you wouldn't consider a 2-3 seed game any different than this one is. And here we are, 76-73, free throws to be shot.
Nelson misses that one. It don't matter. Time is out. And the Yellow Jackets advance with the victory tonight over the Frazee Hornets as they move on and will take on DGF on Friday nights at 8 o'clock here at Concordia Moorhead for the section championship. We thank you for tuning in. We'll take a quick moment, collect ourselves, talk about the post game, get you set up with our KLM Family Brands post game show. We thank you for sticking with us as much as you could. We apologize again for the technical difficulties. I assure you we'll make sure those are corrected in time on Friday night. We apologize and thank you again. We'll be back momentarily.
Interested in working somewhere where you can grow and make a difference? Join the team at Tuffy's Pet Food, part of KLN Family Brands. For over 60 years, we've been crafting high-quality pet food with care, and it all starts with our people. At Tuffy's, you'll find profit sharing, great benefits, opportunities to advance, and a culture that feels like family. Because when our people thrive, so do the pets we feed. Tuffy's Pet Food, where your future is as important as the products we make. Apply today.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank.
Jacket pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perm athletes with our Battle of the Bees sponsorship nights. And every year we award 4 scholarships to Perm seniors. Yellowjackets are my team, and United Community Bank is my bank.
Welcome back, KLN Family Brands post-game show. We are live here in Concordia, unfortunately. Some technical difficulties, which we are all well aware of can happen in this business. We apologize that this happened tonight, especially at the time that it did, in the game that it did. But Lance, you did a great job recapping it as much as you could. Jaden Sonnenberg leads the way for Frazee, finishes with 32 points, had an outstanding effort, but just wasn't enough to overcome the depth and the strong inside presence Lauren Jurdy and the Yellowjackets tonight.
Yeah, Sonnenberg's an unbelievable player, and we wish her nothing but the best at the next level. I just think there was a lot on her shoulders tonight, and she played fabulous through it. She lived up to the billing of who she is. She spent a lot of minutes on the court. I'd like to see. I don't think there was many rest breaks for her. She just continued to play hard. She brought the ball up when she needed to. She shot the 3 well, got to the post, saw her teammates. But at the end, I agree with you, Jason. Lauren Jurdy was arguably the difference in all 3 of the games that we covered, or that the Yellowjackets played the Hornets, as she had big games in all 3, and they just never could find an answer for her, and especially when it came down the stretch tonight.
Yellowjackets with the victory, 76-73. They're moving on, and they're going to have a tough test Friday night as they take on DGF in the Section 8 2A championship game. That will be at 8 o'clock.
Well, and DGF knocks off an undefeated Monaga team. Ultimately, very scrappy, well-coached team that came in here. 56-44, and they just had stretches where they looked really good. They've got a trio of players in Cashman and Aria Garrett and Ellie Boyd, and then they've got a host of them around there that are really good. They're going to come with a physical game plan, and the Yellowjackets are going to have to withstand that physicality, and they got to come back after a thrilling victory tonight, and sometimes that's hard to do, but I know Coach Super, his staff, and these ladies will be ready to roll.
Should be an exciting contest coming up on Friday night. Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors who make these broadcasts possible and sticking with us. Perham Health, United Community Bank, KLN Family Brands, EOT Insurance, Hilltop Lumber, McCall Construction, Central Market, Jack Chivers Realty, Hammers Construction, Links Community Cooperative, Steve Sanitation, Horace Mann, Persons Financial Protection, Esser Plumbing and Heating, New Horizons Realty, the Perham Area Community Center, Nias Family Sales, Lakes Ace Hardware, Hanson's Plumbing and Heating, OK Tire, Marco, River's Edge Cabinetry, Foltz Construction, and Interiors by Winkles, as well as Otter Tail Power and the Perham Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, what a game. We got to give hats off to both teams. This is what a 2-3 seeded game should be like, and it looks like Section 8AA was seeded very, very well as the top 4 teams were here today. They all represented Section 8AA really, really well. Again, the Hornets are going to fall to 23-5. What a year. You just have, it's one of those years, it's a special group. They're going to have some seniors that are going to be really hard to replace. Obviously, you could go through the list and we'd miss somebody, but you can start with Sonnenberg and Bryn Larson, and they're really a good 1-2 punch. Yellowjackets, again, they weren't balanced tonight, but they were balanced in the activity on the floor. Jurdy had a really nice game and solid, and I don't even know where you go from points from there, but they all played well in spurts when they came onto the floor. They gave just enough to give breaks to everybody as well. We talked about bench play, Jason. Ultimately, I think that maybe was what gave that final 3 points to the Yellowjackets, where they just had a little bit more legs underneath them at the end.
The Yellow Jackets are victorious. They're moving on, and we'll Otter Tail Power play of the game. Lance, I'm going to have to let you handle that one.
Well, you were nose deep into fixing everything that was going wrong up here, and I was just trying to take notes. I got to go back to back-to-back buckets for Jerdy underneath. It was a 2 to 4 point swing right in there, and she just came and she was so strong. She caught the ball off the dribble, just really timely when the Yellow Jackets needed. And then I'm going to split it. The free throw by Kaya Anderson kind of sealed the deal there and really made it really well. So that's our Otter Tail Power plays of the game.
Steve Sanitation, player of the game for Frazee. It's Jaden Sonnenberg. She was outstanding, did all the little things, and is going to have a great career at the next level for the Yellow Jackets, Lance.
Oh, she is phenomenal. It was so fun to watch her handle the basketball at 6 feet. You can see where they are excited for her at the Division I level. She can do so many things. She shoots well from deep, just a super game, and she does it unselfishly. She looks for her teammates. It was just an honor to cover and watch her play basketball.
And for the Yellow Jackets player of the game, again, kind of being tucked away for about half of the second half. I'm going to have to divert to you, Mr. Rock.
Well, I think this was a team win, and it's really, I'm going to kind of give it to the team, but I'm going to highlight a few things that I saw. Where do you start with Sophie Nelson? I mean, honestly, she is just a wonderful athlete to watch. She defended so well. She really raised havoc, and Drager did the same thing. Kaya Anderson's Kaya Anderson. I don't think she shot like she did against Wadena Deer Creek, but she draws so much attention. She makes things easy for her teammates, and you could keep going on and on. But at the end of the day, Lauren Gertie just had a great game. She stayed physical. She's been in the 20 points every time that they played Frazee. They had no answer for her under the bucket tonight. So a team win for sure, but a few highlights inside there.
Well, we thank you for tuning in tonight and bearing with us through some technical difficulties. We'll be back here Friday night, Section 8 2A championship game between the Yellow Jackets and the Rebels. We thank you for tuning in. Tip-off at 8 o'clock. We'll go on prior to that with our pregame show. We thank you very much for tuning in, sticking with us, and having a good rest of your night.
You've been watching 549 Media. Don't miss a moment. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications at youtube.com/@549media. The plays, the energy, the excitement, it's all right here with 549 Media.